So today's video is going to be a quick review of 3 of the books that I've read for the Greater Rochester Teen Book Festival. And I got 2 mystery bags from a local store here called Record Archive. So I think I'm going to open those and see what's in there, and I'm going to record it. So you'll see that too, unless everything in there makes me go, ugh, 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 in which case I will cut it out and you'll never know. Today is part of my journey toward Rochester TBF. So the festival is May 15th. It is all virtual this year. Registration is open. Take a look at the website so that you will freak out and want to register and attend some of the events on the day of the festival. So I've read 3 books in the last few weeks of authors who will be there. One of them is Hazelwood. The author, whose name I can't remember right now, all something, you'll see it when I post the picture up. But, so the author won't be there, but the audiobook narrator will be there. That's Rebecca Soler. So most recently, I think she's narrated Sadie, but you've probably, if you are really into YA and really like audiobooks, and you've probably heard her on things before. So Hazelwood is about a girl, 16 or 17 years old, and weird things start happening, and her mom goes missing, and then she learns all of these things that her mom has been keeping a secret about who their true identity is. And she has to go into the Hazelwood to try and rescue her mom, who's been taken, and figure out what her grandmother has been all about this whole time. So her grandmother is a famous fairy tale author. So there's lots of references to fairy tales that maybe you've heard, as well as a lot of fairy tales that I don't know if the author made up or if they're just from a different geographical or cultural background that I don't know a lot about. There is a fictional book, like a book that didn't exist in real life, in the book, a collection of 12 fairy tales, I think. And I believe that the author, maybe it's Melissa Albright, maybe, has published that book now, to have that collection of fairy tales referenced in these novels, because it is, I believe, a trilogy. So that was Hazelwood, read by Rebecca Soler, who will be at TBF this year. And I also read More to the Story. I do have that book around here physically somewhere, but I don't know where I bought it. It's a really cute middle grade story that is about a Muslim American family that faces some challenges, including some difficulty with dad having to go out of the country for work and illness in the family. And there's a family that they're connected with, and there's been lots of things in that family. So it really is a family resilience story. It's so cute. The author is Hina Khan, who will be at TBF this year. And then the third book that I've read as part of my Kenya Does TBF challenge was Slay by Brittany Morris. I already owned this book. I bought it when it came out. I love to support books that have Black girls on the cover. And look, there she is. So in this book, let me see what the main character's name is. Kira. Kira is a high school student who goes to a private school, predominantly white institution, and she has created a video game based on the diaspora, the African diaspora, cultural references. So lots of references from African American culture, but also from Africa, the Caribbean, Black British people, all of that sort of stuff. So when a tragedy happens outside of the context of the game, but in reference to the game, people start trying to figure out who the creator of this game was, and Kiera has tried to be anonymous for this whole time. And then a troll gets in to the game and starts to try and call her out. So she has to kind of make some decisions about her anonymity and, you know, dealing with the guilt of whether the thing that happened was her fault and all of those kinds of things. So it was fast paced. I really liked it. I'm not a gamer, and there are some pieces of it that I felt like probably would appeal more to gamers. Like, it's kind of like when you're watching an adventure movie and there are the action sequences where Kong and Godzilla are fighting each other. The people who really like the fight scenes, are probably a different group of people than me. I like the in between the fight scenes. I like the piece of the fight scene, like right before when the tension's getting tighter and then like the monsters clash together and there's one scrape and there's one scrape and then I'm like, okay, let's just fast forward this. So that's kind of how I felt with some of the gamer sections of this. Although it was also kind of fun in some sections because there are those references. Like, it's kind of like, not exactly like Pokemon, but kind of like a card role-playing game. And the cards are the references to Black culture. So it was kind of cool to see how, like, what the cookout card would look like. I don't even think that was one, but, or the mac and cheese or whatever. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. And Brittany Morris is one of the authors in attendance at TBF this year. The book that I'm currently reading for Mission TBF is Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. So in this book, there is a girl, teenager, who is basically the child of 2, like both her mom and her dad are really powerful witch doctors or users of witchcraft. And she has not, her powers have not manifested yet. But there's something going on in their town where children are coming up missing. So it's kind of giving me some Lobazona vibes, like the teenager who's probably going to be super powerful and maybe even like a new kind of creature. Like, I haven't read it yet, but those are my hypotheses that she will be like the new, you know, like if you think about Underworld, how Michael became a new species because he was the werewolf bitten by the vampire or whatever. Like, I think that's what's going to happen to our main character, Ara, in this book. I'm really liking it so far. It's a fantasy novel, so I'm still early enough in it where I'm a little bit like, what's happening in the world? So, but I'm really enjoying it. Okay, so that, I mean, hopefully I don't need to go into my whole spiel about what TBF is because I keep doing that. And I've linked in the cards my previous haul video, and I'm also going to do another one because I have 7 more authors' books sitting right in front of me, staring me in the eyeball. So you will get a chance to hear me talk more and more and more and more and more about Rochester Teen Book Festival. So if you're interested in me opening these 2 mystery bags, stick around. If you're not, then make sure you register for TBF. But I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, are you still here? I mean, I can open them myself. So the mystery bags, the store is called Record Archive. They are a Rochester, you know, they're a Rochester local place. They've got lots and lots and lots of shelves of, as you might expect, vinyl records, CDs, some cassettes, some movies, lots of gifts and toys and things like that. They've got a lot of cultural kinds of stuff. So they have these $5 bags that are mystery bags. And I've never gotten one before. And I'm going to assume that it's mostly stuff that they would either be throwing away anyway because it's old or it's super cheap or whatever to make it worth $5, make it worth giving away $5. So let's see what's in here. This is a clearance, an original paper wallet in camo. I think one of my kids, actually both of my kids would probably like that. Finger dinosaurs. That's actually really cute. I'm putting those on pins. a clamp, like a bag thing, and a bottle opener on it. These are, I think, erasers shaped like guitars and a guitar pick. A plastic harmonica. I don't know how to play the harmonica. And one more thing in here. It's kind of a lot of stuff for $5. What is this? Something from Valentine's Day. Oh, a rolling stamp. That's going to go really great in my bucket of craft materials that I haven't touched in several months. Okay, so that was the purple bag. And so these were the mystery bags of toys. I should have said that. They also have mystery bags of CDs, movies, and albums, of course. So this one is a tall bag because there is, water bombs. I'm not a prankster, but this would be fun to play some pranks, but also just to play outside. Or give it to some kids. Also, I see kids in practice, so I'm a therapist, and some of these things would probably be cute in a prize bag. Although, to be honest with you, I don't do prizes. I don't really do prizes for the people that I work with. I think it gives the wrong message about therapy, but whatever. Berry buds. So these are wired headphones. And these actually might be good because there are some times when I'm using my laptop that it doesn't connect to the Bluetooth. So it might be good to have headphones, assuming the quality, of course. I was wondering why I could smell incense. When you walk right into a record archive, it's like the incense section. And so I thought that that the bag smelled like it, because that's where the bags are sitting, but there were actually incense in there, which if I'd been thinking, I probably would have thought of that. And so they're the cone incense. And it also has a little, like, plate bowl thing that they go in, which I don't think I've ever seen before. It had actually never occurred to me that they probably make things to put those in. I'm not the smartest cookie all the time. Alright, another harmonica. I'm going to assume I don't know how to play this one either. And a pin on a wire. Which I have to say, I love pins on a wire. Especially if they work. Oop! It works like this. Man, I wish I wasn't so excited about this. What a dork I am, huh? Love it! Okay, hopefully while you were watching that very quick unboxing of random toys, you were registering for TBF. Catch you on the next one.